Dig, digging all day. You don't need to talk to Dig, so shut up. Welcome, travelers of the internet, to Brighthelm Recording. This is your host, Master Barkle, playing The Pillars of Eternity, here in the White March. In fact, we've just arrived in the lovely little hamlet of Stalwart Village. We fought off some ogres, learned about a Lagufoth problem, and some, what ogres I said? Yes, that's what I said. And we're now here to fix their problems before going to Durgan's Battery, just because those problems will probably arise later on. But who's this? Durran? Little Orlan merchant. So where shall we go first? The ogres came from the Russetwood, and the Lagufoth over there along Watch Falls. Well, the Lagufoth aren't attacking the town, but somebody wants me to go deal with them. And I believe the wolf is also in Russetwood, so I think that would get more tasks done at once, right? Wolf. I don't know where the slave hunter is. Well, off to that way, I guess, the Russetwood.
Me and Sledge are thinking about heading down, joining a caravan over to Dawning.
Dawning? What for? You like your ogres bigger?
We'd have work at least, and I'm damn sick of fish.
Man, what's wrong with fish? What's up, wolf? The wolf lies in the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach, tail between its legs. We calm the wolf down a bit. You approach the wolf slowly, speaking in low, calm tones. Gradually, the wolf stills, though it still gazes up at you fearfully. Okay, let's treat that wound. Your efforts to calm the wolf seem to have been paid off, for the creature remains still as you work, save for the occasional whimper. You carefully remove the arrow and then bind the wound. Barely an instant after you have finished, the wolf suddenly scrambles to its feet. It regards you for a few long moments, and then sets off through the trees at a limping trot. Well, that's a good boy, alright. What was that? Hireling payday. Alrighty. Some interesting little ice formations. The Russetwood Crater. Wolves that don't like me as much. They've taken down a stag.
Not a problem.
The one beast to feed the many. Sad that they had to fight so harsh for it. Oh, there was jerky right next to them. Why couldn't they have that? Do they have to kill the stag? Uh-oh. We got purple goo here. This cracked wooden staff is nearly buried beneath the frost and snow. To your senses, the gathered essence shines like a beacon. Touch the broken staff. You reach out with your watcher senses and feel this drifting soul surge forward as if eager to be heard. A feeling of fear and urgency ripples through you. Here, across the distance, spanned by time and identity, you know only that you are out of time. Huh.
Did you think to escape me by climbing a mountain? I would have tracked you across the sea, thief.
Please, Master, have mercy. I kept the grimoire hidden safely away, and I can take you to it.
The book is nothing. If you had studied a little longer, you might have learned that. But no apprentice of mine will steal from me and live.
Wait, no!
So that was Nina Golf, who's another archmage of the world who's made a lot of spells. He doesn't seem like a nice guy. Am I gonna have to deal with him? Hello? What did he... What?
Gently, with your fingers. Or gently with the fingers. They're the best part. I don't want...
A slow smile creeps across her face at your approach. The other men and women turn to look at you, their mouths filthy with blood and gobbets of flesh.
Well, hello there, handsome. What brings you to this part of the Russetwood?
Why don't you tell me what brings you here? What's that, hmm?
The god of death has willed that we are to remain here as servants of the pallid night. There is a path to the wheel that some stray from, patrons of animancy, the very old, the blindly lucky. We set them right, and Bareth allows us to consume them. What? That we might continue his work until it is decided that we too have overstayed. But until then, we relish the journey.
Okay, so you're not interested in me. Okay. Well, just exploring.
Oh, how nice.
She's staring at you intently now and doesn't appear to have heard your answer.
My. You look absolutely mouth-watering.
Okay, Jesus, lady. Thought for sure we'd not have to fight them, but I guess the world would be well without them. Exceptional plate armor. Oh my. There's some crag ogres. This way the ogres are. Alrighty. Oh, bloodstone. Oh. Not all of them have it. Okay. So this has got to be the ogre cave. Alrighty. Into the... Is it labeled conveniently? Flames that whisper caverns. You know, close enough. Who's to say they
The
didn't
ogre
trap?
that decorated this cave would be much in demand among the Takan. The skullwork is very pleasing.
Do you think they actually worked the skull, or just found this thing and dragged it in here? The petrified skull is cold and hard as stone. Wax tears dribble from the eye sockets. Okay, got some symbology around it. So these ogres might not be as dumb and violent as other ogres.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Go get it, Durance. Yeah, Durance, why don't you lead on ahead? Sounds like a good idea to me.
Ready when you are.
Ready, everyone? Let's just continue. No, let's go in this room. What's in here, hmm? It's like a little hot spring. So it's a nice little camp they got there.
I can do that. That's settled.
Stealing.
A simple test. That's settled.
It's not stealing from the ogres. They asked for it. There's a cannonball-shaped dent in the front of the shield. Wonder where that was from. Got him.
I shall be discreet.
Poor guy had no idea what he walked into. Unlocking this will require the proper key. Got some cave coral. Let's go left. There's a hole, an ice chute. I don't think we want to go down just yet.
Don't overcook it. You mean stop before it turns black. I'm so lucky that you're here to tell me these things.
Any more? No?
Then fight!
The inside of this minecart is caked with blackened grease. It smells of burnt fat.
And what does the flame reveal?
Where'd they get the minecart? Oh, hey, you guys.
Keeping an eye out.
I still don't believe it's stealing. Wow, that's a lot of cheese. Sugar. That was worth its weight in gold. And stairs going down. Or maybe up. Do we want to investigate the chute first? Seems like I can't get through that door. Regardless. So maybe that's like the exit door. Like, there'd be stairs going up here. I think if that's the case, I'd like to kind of like sweep through the lower cavern. And then like exit through there. Like this. Okay. What we got this way?
Got another batch of cannonballs ready. Let's go find something to shoot.
Here's something to shoot.
Wow.
That's it.
Wallop tonk there, geez.
I can do that.
Go for
That's settled.
Ooh, nice money.
Slowly now.
Looks like some nice fires down there. Somebody keeping cozy in here? Yeah, it seems so.
I can do that.
They really don't like me
That's settled.
stealing this stuff, do they? Which, I mean, like, I don't really care if it's stealing, because they're attacking me. And they started it. It's not like I walked into their cave or anything.
I will walk unseen.
What is this? We fixed to uncover some Cthulhian mystery. I don't really know much about Cthulhu, other than he's a thing. I wonder if their matron is more attuned with like the magical energies or something of like the world, like a druid kind of. Well.
And the fire shows me something new.
Ah. It's an active trap. What the heck is that thing? Is that a Logofoth? It looks kind of fish-like. It's got 4 arms. Logofoth. Yep. Some more Lagofoth. And some ogres down here too. So what's happening is, like, the ogres are getting driven out from the lower cavern by Lagofoth. And now the ogres feel they have to fight against it or something. Or, like, find new territory. Maybe. Because I'm guessing this is their big source of food right here. All this fish. And now these fishmen are coming in here and like, fish for us! Alrighty. There's a key there to a scrying chamber. Skin board.
Curses!
Nothing much to know that way. What's over this way? Troll hide belt. Stalwart bonies. That takes me to the upper cavern. I presume that hole above would have just dropped me into that lake. Which would be super great, I imagine. It'd be quite cold. Let's head into that mine up there. A mine!
A mine!
Nothing will slip past me.
Dig, dig, dig. Digging all day. You don't need to talk to dig, so shut up.
Ooh, lovely, lovely gems. Such pretty rocks. A horn. The world around you blurs and fades to black. When your vision returns, you find yourself in a small wooden hut, its interior dimly lit by the embers in a nearby fire pit. You're wearing mail armor several sizes too large for you, and clutched in your hands is the ivory horn of some sea creature, one end sharpened to a point.
What are we going to do, Gerald?
Your sister Kaitha, she's a bit on the gruffer side of things, huddles near you, her eyes wide, fixated on the hut's door, which has been barred shut. The door shudders and splinters beneath heavy blows coming from the other side. Enraged growling can be heard just beyond the door. All at once, the world halts around you. The pounding stops. Wooden splinters from the door hang suspended in the air. Kaitha no longer trembles, no longer breathes, her eyes fixed in place like a doll's. The wisp of essence you had followed to this point in the memory has dwindled to little more than a faint trail. However, you find by concentrating on what might have happened next, you are able to sense whether it truly did.
Let's just face it. Unbar the door and fling it open wide.
No sooner does your mind touch on the possibility than the world lurches back into motion. A large creature resembling a bear and taller than any man in your tribe stands just outside the door. Its coal black eyes widen slightly in confusion when it sees you. Let's stab the creature. You charge and plunge the horn deep into the creature's chest. It roars in agony and reels back, but quickly retaliates, swatting you across the hut with one massive paw. Kaitha dodges past the creature and escapes the hut. Each breath is agony, but you clutch the horn defiantly as the creature advances. The snarling of the creature and your own belabored breathing fades.
Is that how it happened? It's been so long. Hard to remember.
I had the vision when I picked up a horn. Part of a helm, apparently. A helm. Yes, my helm. I remember it. But who was I? Why haven't I returned to the wheel? Maybe if you knew who you were, you would know whether it was time to move on. That helm is all that remains of my old life. If you have found some of me within one piece, perhaps my memories are scattered with the rest of it. Perhaps there is peace to be found in its reassembly. Okay, sure. I'll track down the other parts of your helm. Thank you, my friend. Okay. Ooh, gemstones glitter between the veins of iron ore. They're deeply embedded within the cave wall, and extracting them all would require a hammer and chisel, as well as a deft touch. Well, that's a worthy investment. The chisel keeps slipping from your grip, and your careless hammer blows destroy some of the most valuable gems. Fortunately, you're able to retrieve the rest without any trouble. I got some Veloon. Sweet. Okay, up this way. It looks like there may be another trap ready for me.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Oh, Alok leveled up. A bit forward, everyone. Ice blights.
That's it.
Love.
Oh, this is definitely not what I was expecting. Look at the floor. We just wandered into another ruins.
Must have cracked more skulls than I thought.
I shall be discreet.
Well, I was somewhat right. There's the stairs on the other side. But higher than what I was imagining. Okay. Does that go somewhere secret? Or is that the hole? Let's go try it. There's a bunch of skeletons down here. An icy shaft leads up into the darkness. The walls of the shaft are slick and handholds are few. There's no way to climb up from down here. Okay. Well, thanks for getting my hopes up, I guess. Oh!
I shall be discreet.
Alright. I think we've been found. Ahoy there, matron.
Fish, sweat, sulfur.
Ah, her nose smells like my eye see. I think I got the better deal in life.
You approach the flames that whisper clan with the stink of Stalwart heavy upon you. You fill our halls with dreams of battle and bloodshed.
Well, I'm trying to protect the village. Alright?
What right have cowards and agitators to protection?
What right have you to attack them?
The villagers spy on our camps and spoil our hunts. They pick us off only to retreat behind their walls. Like a crack in the ice, they spread deeper into our lands with each waning moon. But we'll answer them blow for blow.
Your ogres broke through the town stockade, so...
And now you spread lies. They were from Wolf with many mouths. My clan was here with me.
So there's multiple ogre clans, huh?
Leave off with your lies and threats if you mean to walk out of here.
The villagers seek the White Forge. They're not after you.
Yet they come with weapons in hand and mark their passage with the blood of my kind. And their strength fails, so they send you to carve a path through the fallen keep.
Yes, and make certain you stay out of my way.
Enough of your talk.
Oh, she didn't like that. Okay. Well, alright. I guess we'll have to go deal with a second ogre clan. Man, why are you guys all just standing back there?
Must have cracked more skulls than I thought.
Seal of Faith. Ooh. Durance could like that. A battery relief tile. Leaden Key Expedition Journal. This leather-bound journal is embossed with the image of a key. Most of the pages are filled with rust-brown stains, or writing too small to read, but you're able to decipher a passage near the end of the journal.
Couldn't detect how the front door opens, even after she pried the iron tile from the relief. The more I consider it, the surer I am that the old Valian was right. We'll have to dispose of him, but we can't afford to act until we've destroyed the White Forge. Even his meager knowledge was a revelation to us. And if he's right, we've got to hope that the contact he speaks of was written down somewhere. We've decided to strike camp and search the area for books, records, something. Anything's better than sitting in the middle of this blizzard.
Indeed. Is this where the treasures are? Or this range damage, healing bonus. Okay.
Be cautious. Be constant.
See if we find any hidden stuff. Oh. Alrighty then. So we gotta go and deal with a second ogre clan. Taxes collected. Deadgum bandits. Well, I think we're all done here. I think. Is that right? The ogre matron? Yep. All done. Dealt with. Alrighty. We can climb up on top of the cave. Stamp on the roof of them. Brentwin Ban. Uh-oh. What is that? A bear! Greyjaw! That's a big bear. Good thing I have magic.
Must have cracked more skulls than I thought.
Stalker. Journal page.
Day 4. Took down another stag today. Still not enough hides to make this trip worth it. Day 6. Blizzard coming. Staying put until it passes. Day 9. Close call with a pair of ogres. Luckily, they didn't see us. Day 11. Tracking a large bear that Nurin spotted from the ridge. Might even be Greyjaw. My grandfather told stories about him. Wouldn't that be something if we were the ones to finally kill him? Day 12. Yep, it's definitely Greyjaw. We're dangerously close to the ogre cavern, but we've got Greyjaw trapped and his hide is too valuable to pass up. The 3 of us should be able to handle one bear.
Turns out you can't handle them.
Even with a gun. No, you need Zawa's fists.
Not a problem.
Well, I got
Greyjaw's hide. Minpuigra, so wolves. We got the wolf cave. Could this be the cave where the big wolf was? The biggin? Man, they really tore open whatever that thing was. A stag, maybe a deer, something. Alrighty.
Step lightly.
What have we in here? Oh. That's not a wolf. Standing tall amongst the wolves inhabiting the cavern, this creature turns to face you as you venture forward. Scores of wounds and scars riddle its hide, and one dull eye stares out blindly from its skull. It growls a threat as you approach, one echoed by its fellows. You know this half-wolf for the spirit-shifted form of a druid, though you see no gleam of kith intelligent within its gaze. At the creature's feet lies two villagers, one heavily wounded. The other holds an arm across his stomach, and he looks up at you with pleading in his eyes.
Help! Please help us!
As the beast turns its head towards the hunter, you sense a strange aura emanating from it. It is as if its hide were holding in a tempest of soul essence, fierce and all-consuming as flame. Okay, let's reach for the beast's soul then. Maybe we could take this peacefully. It takes little effort before the beast's soul threatens to overwhelm you with its intensity. Wrath and hunger buffet you on all sides until you reach through the storm to find a smaller, dimmer pulse of light, and are swept headlong into a memory. The chill bites into your cheeks and your lungs burn a little from the run. You look down at the little wooden carving in your hand, and you run your thumb along the edge of the carved bear's spine. The totem has already brought you luck. You found 2 rabbits in as many snares, and that's a rare enough feat these days. You're certain now that this was a gift from Galawain, that you were meant to find it on the lonely shrine and take it.
Soldier!
Your father's voice snaps you out of your reflections, and you rush forward to rejoin him beside the campfire. You brandish the hairs and catch a glimpse of a rare smile under his graying beard. But the smile disappears almost immediately, as a shadow falls over you both. You feel the rush of wind a moment before the log comes crashing down and roll out of the way just in time. You hear your father cry out in pain somewhere nearby. Both the hairs and the totem slip from your grasp. You can feel power surging within you. Your heart thunders in your chest, but instinct pulls your senses into order, and you feel this familiar stretch of limbs, the sudden dizzying shift in height. But something is wrong. Your senses are fading. Rather than growing stronger, there's a howling in your head, like a screaming chorus, and everything in your shrieks for you to bite, to tear, to eat. The memory slips from you, and when you come back to yourself, the beast is shaking its head as if to clear an itch, and clawing at its ears. Soldrin! The creature snaps and snarls, evidently uncomprehending. It edges toward the nearest hunter, even as it watches you balefully with its single eye. We may have to put this bad boy down. The beast turns from its wounded prey to face you, lunging forward, claws outstretched. Alrighty, bring it. You don't wish to attack?
Time to bring out the bedrolls, I think.
Oh, that's a good boy. Bless you, stranger. We'll make our way back to the village. I thought we were done for. Well, at least we got one good boy. Some bones over here. Some stalwart bonies. Oh, that's a nice wand. Kurok's brand.
I'll see what I can find.
Shame we had to kill all those wolves, but they were led by a dark force. Needed to happen.
It looks safe.
Oh, that ice? Yeah, icy lake. It might be safe. Probably safe. Pale elf. Crag ogres. A group of elves stands in a scattered ring around an ogre, but they do not appear to be engaged in battle. The ogre is bound with rope, and one of the elves tugs harshly on the lines around the ogre's neck. This is pointless, beast! You won't get anywhere being stubborn. Are these slavers? The ogre snorts angrily and pulls back on the rope. Two other elves prod him somewhat timidly with their poleaxes. The ogre does not budge. Hey, Vamiro! One of the elves has turned to look at you, motioning at the man occupied with the ogre. The elves turn to look at you, hands falling to their weapons. Vamiro gives a final sharp yank on the rope before he turns as well. What are you doing to that ogre? This creature will accompany us to Whitestrand. We've had some trouble on the roads, but having an ogre should put an end to it. I don't think that's cool. I purchased him from some slave hunters, not far from here, looking to recoup their expenses, I expect. Not sure he's worth quite so much coin. Alrighty. Yeah, we gotta put a stop to this stuff. Punch the nearest elf. You stride forward purposefully and knock the elf flat with one solid blow to the jaw. The other elves turn, startled. As they heft their weapons, the bound ogre takes advantage of the commotion and hauls backwards, tearing the rope free of his captor's hands. With a triumphant roar, the ogre pulls apart the bindings on his arms. Stop that ogre, but don't damage my property. And bring me that fool's head. I don't think so.
That's it.
We'll kill them all. Sometimes, dead is better.
Time to bring out the bedrolls, I think.
Bitch cut. Wow, it's got a lot of things going on there. These stones are strangely warm to the touch, though most of the runes are indecipherable. A few look like names. There was a landslide here, huh? Yeah, someone wasn't fast enough, it would seem. Someone had some boots of speed. Yeah, well, sucks to get caught up in that. This simple shrine is covered in a thick layer of snow, fallen leaves and feathers. A pair of curving bones flanks the altar. This is probably like something to Galloway. The shrine does not appear to be frequented very often, though traces of old candle wax line the edges of the stone. Under a dusting of frost, you note a rectangular section of the altar surface that seems to be cleaner than the rest, as if something once rested there. Touch. You feel a tingle run up your arm as you set your fingers to the altar. In the instants after, the wind seems to die down, the sounds of the wilderness growing muted to your hearing. Then you hear a sudden low growl, quickly joined by more. A vision strikes you like a sudden memory, though it is unbound by time or place. Within a sea of darkness you see a great beast, formless save for its gleaming fangs. It growls and snaps with increasing desperation and savagery, and for a moment you feel its rage as your own, a possessive fury that tears at you. Something has been taken, your territory threatened, and the price for it will be blood. The vision fades just as swiftly as it came. The altar stands silent and still, and the air fills again with the occasional trill of birdsong. Oh. Bitter spirits. plenty of river reeds here. Tin hat, more drugs. Oh, raid Saren mercenary. Ah, the slave tracker.
Don't see many on these roads, and the few we do are hunters, woodcutters, or smugglers.
I take it you're Defala? Well, so much for the subtle approach.
And here I was thinking we'd found the last pleasant company on the road. I'm after him, all right.
Yup.
He's going to answer for his crimes in Raid Saris, and one way or another, you're going to stay out of my way.
Too bad for you.
At him!
Bah!
That's it!
Wait a minute. What were his crimes? Oh, their horse. I'm gonna assume, like, the crime was, like, running away from his master or something, which, you know, is an understandable crime to commit. The teeth marks upon the deer bones suggest a large predator. There's a little fishing hole there. There we go. That's everything.
And the fire shows me something new.
Oh, almost everything new.
There's a hidden thing.
Well, let's return to town, I suppose. And there you have an exciting episode of Pillars of Eternity, venturing out into the Russetwood and defeating ogres. Though we may have to deal with another ogre clan. As well as dealing with those wolves. Sad that we had to kill them rather than, like, unsoulify them. Whatever happened there. Maybe they were just too consumed by anger and hatred or something that they just spirit shifted and never could shift back. But also we freed that ogre from being a slave. We also killed him along the way, but, like, dead is better in my opinion. And we also dealt with that slaver who was after that Orlin in the inn. Freedom is never given. It is won. This is Master Barkle from Brighthelm Recording, signing off.